welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before I get started, I want to thank TV 47 and Chris and Robert for all they do to help us put on our program. Today I've got 3 guests. I'm so excited. I have 2 on right now. I have another one joining us in just a few minutes. I've got Jeanna Sumners and Abby Marshall from Southern Dance and Performing Arts, and then Mary Love Hendrickson will be joining us in a few minutes. And we're talking about Christmas Angels, a Christmas ballet. I'm very excited to hear about all of that. That'll be fun. So before we get started, Jeanna, tell us about yourself just a little bit.
Well, Jeanna Sumners, married to Dane Sumners. I've been a resident of Sylacauga my entire life, except for 3.5 years where I was a ranch hand. My husband and I were ranch hands. And so Sylacauga is my home, and love the community, and I always want to invest. But this is my 50th year to teach.
Oh my goodness.
And love it, absolutely love it, and this is what I was born to do. So.
Oh, 50, that is amazing. That's wonderful. You do love it, don't you?
I do, yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
And Abby Marshall, I know you're a student, so tell us about yourself a little bit.
Well, I'm in 7th grade. I go to B.B. Comer High School. Currently I'm doing dance, and I also play the saxophone for the beginning band at Comer.
Okay.
And in the past I have also done soccer, gymnastics, and I did theater.
Oh my goodness, you are a very busy girl, I know. And I see her coming into the library to get books too, so I've known Abby for a while. What other kinds of work? You said you've done theater also, right?
Well, I have, when we did Frozen Junior,
Yes.
I was Bolda, the female healing troll.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was also in Little Women, I was older Amy.
Yeah.
And just recently I was in Beauty and the Beast, and I was LeFou, so that was fun.
That was so fun. You were so good. I'll have to tell you, I kept thinking, I know that girl. And because you had the black wig. And then you pulled the black wig off at the very end when we were speaking and had that blonde hair, and I thought, oh, that's Abby. I know her. Anyway, but you've taken dance for several years at Dance and Performing Arts.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is not your first time to be in Christmas Angels.
No, ma'am. This is my 3rd year.
Wow, that is exciting. That's great. Now, Jeanna, you wrote the ballet, didn't you?
Yes. My sister and I, as children, began a sweet little story of an orphan and an angel, and because we were so anxious for Christmas to come, that's how we passed the time.
Oh, okay.
And so one of us would take turns being one or the other, and that was all that there was to it, but the story never left me. And as the years progressed, I would add depth and concepts to it, and had nowhere to make it come alive until Michael W. Smith wrote his Christmas album, It's a Wonderful Christmas, in '09. And I bought the CD and began to, there's 11 songs on there, and it exactly fit every single scene that I had. There was not a song left over or unused.
Oh, wow.
And I knew that it was destined to be something until...
That's a God thing.
It definitely
It
is. And then
yes.
I had to wait for everything to be in line. And then Margaret Morton and Mary Love Hendrickson believed in the story and believed in what it could do. And so they took it and allowed it to be put on the stage. And any other way I couldn't have ever see that realized.
Wow, that is amazing. I've been to the production before, and it's beautiful.
It's a sweet story.
And this involves the students who take dance
Yes.
at Southern Dance.
Yes.
SD PAC is what I want to
Yes,
call it, Southern
yes.
Dance and Performing.
There's a role for everyone, even non-dancers, and we do it. A lot of classes or characters we rehearse during class time, but then others require after class time rehearsal.
Okay.
But the thing is that they all are, it's important. Every role to me in there is important because they have, like, for example, we have penguins and reindeer and snow people, and what they do is get in the way of the benevolent angels trying to take the orphans to the very first Christmas. That's where they're taking them. They want to transform their lives and let them experience that for themselves, and that gets in the way. And sometimes the things of Christmas can get in the way of what Christmas really is about. And so, as adorable as they are, they still play an important role. And then the second scene is where Bethlehem appears, and she is the lead angel, and she helps them journey along on their way to Bethlehem.
Goodness, goodness, wow. So you're the lead, Abby.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Is this a part you had to try out for, or it just kind of it just happened that way?
Well, throughout the year, I know she watches us throughout the year, and she watches our progress, and I guess pretty much I've been trying out all year.
Yes,
So
That's
exactly,
a very good
exactly
way to
right.
put it. Very good way. I know it'll be great. Yes. And you, all the little girls, the big girls, everybody takes part. Lots of rehearsal, I know.
Yes,
That
yes.
is so fun. And you talked about the story is about orphans, right?
Yes, orphans, and in today's world, the way the story's written, you don't have, you have orphans on the street, of course, but the way that this is written, it's orphans, but then we relate it to foster children.
Yes.
And in today's society, and it's more specifically for Talladega County. And then the children are told, you are helping other children with your participation in this, even though it's the same story. The Nutcracker's the same story.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. It is the same story. But the concept is you are helping others. And so that, to me, is the pulling point and the desire to want to plug into that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, it is December 12th at Sylacauga High School at 2 p.m. Admission is $15. And where does the money go? Where do the proceeds go? This is the fun part.
Well, that of course will be a Mary Love answer.
Yes.
On the outside, just a brief answer is towards, of course, we give coats to the, foster care children in Talladega County, and she will expound more on that. But that is a reference or a nod to in our story where before they're ever taken to Bethlehem, the children, the angels wrap their wings around them, and that is giving a pre-nod to about what they're about to experience, and then afterwards they actually receive coats, cloaks to represent being covered and warmth and protection, and so it has a underlying meaning all the way through.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Abby, have you enjoyed being a part of this? I know that's a crazy question. I feel like you have.
yes, I have.
Goodness, good. What is your favorite part of the entire production?
Well, my favorite part, I would say, is when we dance What Child Is This? Because it's basically showing the orphans who this is and helping them to understand that God and Jesus will always be with them, and this is like their first time understanding who it is and what a big role he plays.
Wow, that's wonderful for you to grasp the real meaning of the whole thing. And I think for the smaller children, like you said, they're doing something to help others. It's a lot of it's a lot of fun, I'm sure, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. But they're learning. That's
It
great.
definitely is. The girls sometimes don't, the younger ones don't quite grasp.
Right.
But then when they actually get up on stage and people come to see and to celebrate and tell them they did a good job, they realize that it's more than just getting up there and dance. It's actually helping others, and that's what we want to make sure they all know in their rehearsals.
And this is the
happening.
time of year we need to
Exactly.
remember that.
Exactly right.
Cold
Exactly
weather
right.
is here,
Yes.
and it's Christmas. Gosh.
true.
And I was reading on the flyer, all the proceeds go towards providing winter coats for all foster children in our county. And I know
Yes.
when Mary Love comes on, we're going to talk about
Yes.
the number of foster children and foster parenting. I never knew it was such a big need, but I think it is. Tickets can be purchased at sdpac.net, sdpac.net. They need to be purchased ahead of time, and I'll talk about more of that with Mary Love. Yeah.
Yes.
But, and tell me about the painting here on the flyer.
The painting was commissioned, and Vaughn Spanier,
Vaughn Purcell,
Spanier,
yes.
took the concept and made it beautiful, and she really didn't know the whole story. But above you see the Star of Bethlehem, and we actually have a dancer, a solo dancer, that is dancing the role of the Star of Bethlehem. It's a beautiful dance, and then here she is, the angel wrapping them in the wings, and that's part of the choreography she knew nothing of. She did not know that this ballet took place at night,
Oh,
and then there that is. So it was just all designed perfectly. You know, I just absolutely loved it. What she came up with from her mind's eye.
That is beautiful. Well, Abby, I cannot wait to see you in this production. So you're the lead. Do you have a name, or are you're the angel?
The lead angel's name is Adriel.
Okay.
And every one of the angels' names have L in it, E-L, which means in the Hebrew, God. And so every one of the angels' names have L in it, and their orphans have names as well. And one thing that I'm loving about this is that the older dancers are beginning to be able to be influences on these younger dancers and like mentors. So it's really a mentor program as well. They're learning to lead and correct and love on them, make friends with them, and show them how you do progress in dance, that you just don't take and then that's it. There's something, a progressive route to take in dance. So I'm absolutely loving it, that it's really a mentorship program for them.
Well, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and I want to thank you, Abby, so much. Gina also, but Abby's going to leave us and go back to school, but thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you perform. Great. So we'll pause for a commercial break and be right back.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I was talking earlier with Abby Marshall and Jeanna Sumners. Abby has gone back to school, but Mary Love Hendrickson is joining me today. And both of these ladies are from Southern Dance and Performing Arts, Southern Dance and Performing Arts Company. I should know that when my girls took dances. I know that. But talking about Christmas Angels coming up December 12th at Sylacauga High School at 2 p.m. And Mary Love, talk about the tickets. Are they available online, or can you purchase at the door?
They're available online and at the door as well at sdpac.net, or you can come by the studio. We'll be glad to help you with that. They're 15 a piece. Yeah. We're very excited. Can't wait.
It's going to be beautiful. I was so excited to hear the backstory of how this came to be. Wow. Are all the songs from that album?
That one album. That one album, it was just totally amazing. So when we joined forces with SAFE, one of my first things was I went to Margaret and I said, do you see something like this happening? And she said, go for it. That is Margaret Morton to begin with. Go for it, and because she's such a visionary. And so then you know, Mary Love sees the importance of it, and then like, let's make this happen. And so I'm very thankful. I never would have thought. I was 7 years old when the story began, and I have written, you know, notebooks of writing and choreographing over the years. And then I'm driving and listening to this CD, and I'm like, it fits. Oh my, it all fits. So it was wonderful.
gosh. Now, Mary Love, I know you know more about the foster, or not know, but you brought some numbers for
Right.
foster care in our county. I never knew it was such a need.
I didn't either until we got started going on this journey with foster care and the need in Talladega County. But we actually have 70 children in foster care right now in Talladega County, and only 40 homes. So the
goodness.
goal is to double the amount of homes. So, and it's such a need, and we never think about it. You know, we go about our lives living and being busy and jobs and kids, but there's a great need in our community for foster care homes, and so we're going to have trainings. They're going on. They're going on periodically in Talladega and in Sylacauga. There's another one planned in February of 22. So we're very excited about that.
So these people who do want to be foster families do receive some training, right? It's not just
they do.
There you go.
It's 10 weeks, and it's intensive training. I mean, it's a big job, a big responsibility, but it's 10 weeks, about 3 hours each week.
Okay.
And then you're certified. You can do it, of course, if you're married. You can if you're single, and you know, you just have to pass whatever their stipulations are for doing it. But we really do need families to get involved.
Oh, goodness. So if someone wanted to do that, who would they get in touch with?
They would contact Talladega DHR.
Okay.
And contact them, and then they can direct you in the right direction on that.
Well, maybe someone is saying, I don't believe I could be a foster family. I don't believe we could be a foster family, but how else can they help? Besides coming to the ballet.
Come to the ballet. There are a lot of ways to help. You can do it individually or in groups. I'll give you a couple of examples. We had First Baptist youth group did drawstring bags and put essentials in there for foster families. I think the Lawyers Association in Talladega County provides suitcases for the children. That allows them to have something physical to take if they have to leave their home and put things in it that's nice. So there are a lot of things that can be done. You know, I'm thinking you could take a meal to a foster family. I mean, there's so many ways we could help. We actually had a couple of luncheons with pastors in our area last year, and just to see if they could help. So everybody can do something, and I think that's a wonderful project that we can all participate in.
I know some of the training was at the church where I go at First Baptist, and I think some of the classes provided meals for the families that were there. Very small thing, but sometimes if these families are coming from work and they're hustling to get here on time, just having a meal prepared was nice. So.
And that's good. And that was actually, I think your training was through Lifeline Ministries, which is
may have been
another place.
different.
I mean, that is really good. Tim Christ is in charge of that.
Right.
So another way, there's several organizations. Some are private, some are not, but DHR is the final certifier of everybody.
Yes. And I never thought about things like suitcases. I know I've seen, maybe just run across the internet, if you have old suitcases, don't throw them away. Because sometimes these children are just, they have to leave just like that, and they don't have coats, they don't have suitcases, they don't have all those essentials that you need, toothbrushes, things like that.
Right.
Those are simple things, simple things to provide. Wow, that's great. And 70 children and 40 families.
Yes, and so you know these children have to go somewhere. They don't all get to stay in Talladega County. Sometimes they're dispersed throughout the state, so it's a need.
Wow. And I think about the families that take them in, they may not have the money to, all of a sudden I have 2 extra children, I have to purchase clothes, I have to purchase coats, I'm feeding children school, things like that. So that's where the coats come in, I guess.
That's where the coats come in. And like Jeanna said, it kind of symbolizes what was going on with the ballet as well, and covering. The angels all cover an orphan with a white cloak in the ballet, so that represents like covering, like God's covering and protection. But we'll do whatever's necessary. You know, coats are what we're doing now, but we could do other things. We just want to bring awareness to foster care and for us all to do our part.
That's great, that's great. And the tickets are very easy to purchase online or the day of, or come into the studio.
Absolutely. It will be at Sylacauga High School Auditorium. So we can't wait. It'll be a lot of fun. So come and support us. Come and watch a wonderful ballet, a wonderful Christmas story that is heartfelt.
It is, it is. Now, I know, Jeanna, you sent me some snapshots of the ballet. Maybe we can look at those and see. You can kind of explain what's going on. I know a lot of hard work and a lot of practice.
Well,
goes
a
into
lot
all
of
this.
people are involved, and like our canvas in front of the toy store was done by two Sylacauga High School artists.
Oh,
And
okay.
we contacted Jimmy Reynolds, which was the art teacher, and he got Ashlyn Wyckoff and Emily Porch, and they came in and painted this toy store. And the toy store really is just a front to cover up the real story that's about to happen in scene 2. So we just thought it would be great to use art students from the Sylacauga area, anyone
that's
that can be
great.
involved in our area, and then they feel like they're again contributing, something to
Absolutely.
the story.
How wonderful. I always think it's wonderful when students in high school can participate and their art is actually used for
Yeah,
something, not just
exactly.
for a grade.
Exactly. Well, that's like with using our girls for leadership in the ballet.
Yes.
Instead of just like come and take class and come and learn a dance, but come and plug in and actually make a difference with your presence being here. You can use it, and that's what we really want to do, is teach children how to use their arts to affect their community.
Oh, that's great. That's
So.
great. And those small girls, young girls are really watching.
They
Those
are
older girls,
watching.
they do. And those older girls need to know that.
That's exactly right. And they sometimes don't really realize that they are being watched. But sometimes the little ones will look through the window, and I'll tell the older girls, you're being looked at right now. They're watching you, and they'll want to be just like you.
That's true. That's true. Well, let's see if we can see some of those slides from the, these are maybe from rehearsal or from past
Yes,
productions.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So that's part of the toy store, and we have a tree lighting ceremony that will go on in front of the toy store before the angels show up.
Okay.
And this is in the manger scene, or the stable scene. These are the shepherdesses that have come,
Oh, good.
and they do a lovely dance with staff, and the orphans and angels are in the back watching. And these are our benevolent angels that have come and actually lifting the manger up higher than everyone else because he is exalted.
Yes.
This is what we want to do during this time. And they're showing the orphans. See, the orphans are watching and observing. And this is the way ballets are done, where you have people that sit on the stage and watch and react. That's the way ballets are
that's
done.
part of it.
These are our evergreens dancing, and I tell you, even heaven and nature will sing. We have little shooting stars that will dance with the Star of Bethlehem, and then nature comes to life, and nature brings their gift of their evergreen name.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's great. That's so fun. We're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello, welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Mary Love Hendrickson and Jeanna Sumners from Southern Dance and Performing Arts Company. We're talking about the Christmas Ballet, Christmas Angels. What a wonderful way to celebrate the season right in the middle of December here. Would you tell again when and where and how to get tickets?
Okay, yes, we'd love for everybody to come. It's going to be December the 12th, Sunday at Sylacauga High School Auditorium. The cost is $15. You can go online and buy tickets. It's sdpac.net, and we'd love to have you come. You can also buy tickets in the studio if you need help with that as well. Just give us a call at 256-245-1669.
Great, all right. And I have bought things online from y'all. No problem. It's very easy to buy them online or to buy them there. Well, I'm very excited. You said how many students do you have participating?
We have about 65 of our students doing that. You know, we have more than just ballet at our studio,
yes.
but they're helping, and that's wonderful. That's a wonderful amount of participation.
That is wonderful. And I know Jeanna talked about how much they're learning to give of their time. That's great.
Yes, and I just wanted to emphasize too that our tagline, on our T-shirts, is a scripture out of John, and it says, "I will not leave you as orphans; I will come to you." And because we, have children that are not all adopted, and so what this means is you're still taken care of through foster parents. You are still taken care of and loved and protected, so we want to make sure that is thought about as well.
That's great. I tell you, Christmas time is the time every child needs to be in a home with a family to celebrate Christmas. So that's wonderful.
Yes.
I appreciate you. How many years have y'all done this?
This is our third. This will be our
Done this
third
I
one.
thought you were talking about dance. I'm like,
Dance has been a long time since
Forever for dance.
this is the third
Our third
anniversary
one.
of the ballet, but this is actually our 20th anniversary of the studio.
Yeah.
Really?
So yay!
Oh
So
my
we've been doing that for a little while, and I know Jeanna has been teaching much longer than that.
I know, we talked about that earlier, but
Right.
just I know you two are women who enjoy what you do, and I know, Mary Love, what is your job at the studio exactly?
I'm the program manager.
Okay.
It's kind of like counselor, helper, answer questions.
Tell everybody when they need to be.
Cheerleader mostly, yes,
I
because I have a wonderful team. We are very, very blessed, and to be part of SAFE is a wonderful blessing with Margaret Morton as our executive director. And Margaret, like I think Jeanna alluded to earlier, she always encourages us to dream. If you have a dream, you can do it, and that's why we're doing this, because we are able to dream and do that in this community. So
That's
very
wonderful.
excited about
Our
that.
community does support activities like this a lot. We are almost out of time, but I appreciate you ladies being here. And remember, when you buy your tickets, the money goes to provide coats for children in foster care, and it stays right here in our county, Talladega County. So December 12th at Sylacauga High School at 2 p.m. Please be there. And thank you, ladies, for joining me. And we hope to see you at Christmas Angels, a Christmas ballet.